Hello students, good evening all of you. What are you doing? Are you preparing well? All the lessons and poems we have been teaching for so many months? Okay, alright. Now, we are going to discuss the poem relating to CBSE 12th class English. The name of the book is Flemingo, POEM-3. Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda. See here, my dear students, first of all, by seeing the title of the poem, Keeping Quiet. Quiet means be silent. Q-U-I-E-T, Q-U-I-T-E, another word is there, complete, quite right, he is quite right. Q-U-I-T-E, complete. But here Q-U-I-E-T, I-E-T, silence. Keeping quiet means all the people in the world should be silent. Pablo Neruda is saying. Pablo Neruda is a well-known writer, 1903-1974. So he was born 1903 in Chile country and he passed away in 1974. He was a great writer. He wrote different novels and poems relating to human beings. He wanted to bring peace and brotherlyhood among the people in the society. So keeping quiet. Through this poem, he wanted to see peace should prevail in the world. Nowadays, the world is full of destruction, struggles, problems. All are running for his selfish goals. In such type of situation, he wanted to bring peace, brotherlyhood, happiness, and helping nature, mutual understanding he wanted to bring. All the people in the name of caste, creed, religion, race, geographical barriers, they are fighting among themselves and destroying the human race. There is no peace among the people. So here he is saying that all the people who are in full of wars, activities of destruction, for some time they have to keep quiet. Then only the peace, brotherlyhood, happiness, delightfulness, cheerfulness among the people will be taken place. They can understand one another, what the wrong they did, why they were facing so many problems, why they are struggling a lot. They can understand if they stop doing all the activities and be silent for some time. A retrospection will be taken place. A retrospection means they think about the past, why present situation is full of suffering. What we did, now what we have to do to remove the destruction and to get the peace in their lives. So they have to keep quiet without doing, because so far what they have done by those activities, they brought unhappiness, destruction, damage to themselves. That's why without doing anything, without talking, silently they have to sit there, keeping quiet. In that way, here happiness will be taken place in the society. That is the idea of Pablo Neruda. He got Nobel Prize in 1973 and he got Lenin Peace Prize and Stalin Peace Prize. He was the well-known writer. He is a Chilean. Now, one by one stanza we are going to discuss. So, the theme, the gist of this poem is all the people who are indulging in activities which cause damage and destruction to the people, they have to stop doing all the things and they have to keep quiet. then only they can understand each other. Without understanding each other, continuously they are doing work. They don't have time for thinking. That's why they cause for so much destruction in the world, and they did not get any happiness. Now they can't cause for the happiness of others. So all the activities which cause for the destruction should be stopped. All the people could keep quiet. Now stanza 1. One by one we are going to discuss. My dear students, see here, pay concentration. Now we will count to 12 and we will keep still. We will count to 12. Now see here, suppose if you get anger, then our parents and elders are saying that you count 1 to 12 or 1 to 10, the anger will go away and you will become a right person. You can think in a proper manner. In the same way, here also Adar is saying that we will count to 12 and we will keep still. Still means silent. That means here the count to 12 represents the 12 hours on the clock and 12 months in the year. That means as long as the people could, they have to be silent without doing any activities, and they have to think why they were facing problems now, what they have to do to get a happiness in their life. Now, for once on the face of the earth, for once on the face of the earth, that means all the people in the world, all the people who are living on the earth, for some time they have to keep quiet and they have to count to 12. Let's not speak in any language. Let's not speak any language. That means in the world, different people belong to different countries. They are using different languages. So by those languages, they are scolding one another. They cause harm to others by their words and deeds. So let us not speak any language. That means between the countries, among the countries, quarrel and struggle and problems, wars were taking place because of their unnecessary talking. So such type of leaders should stop speaking in any language. Let us stop for 1 second. Let us stop for 1 second. That means we have to stop for 1 second. That means before we speak, we have to think 1 second what we are going to speak. By that speech, we are going to cause happiness or unhappiness to others. We have to think and not move our arms so much. If you move arms this side and that side, it expresses that we are going to fight with them. So if we show finger towards the other person, the person feels that you are showing finger and you are scolding and ready to fight. By scolding, by pointing a finger towards me, you are insulting me. The insult causes a fight among the people. That's why Adar is saying that, and not to move our arms so much. My dear students, that is the meaning of the first stanza. Now, we are going to discuss second stanza. Second stanza of this poem. It would be an exotic movement. It would be an exotic movement. Exotic means strange movement. Without rush, without engines. So Adar is saying that keep quiet all the people without doing any work, without speaking. So at that time all the people should be silent, they have to sit there. That situation seems to be strange. Without a rush, there is no movement. People should not move this side and that side. People should not talk. They should not do anything. That's why there is no rush. Without engines. Engines means engines represents vehicles. The vehicles we use, bus, cars, vans, bikes. So we should not use any engines. We should not move any vehicles. That's why the atmosphere, the situation seems to be exotic. That means if you sit silently, all the people, wherever they are, it seems to be strange. That is called exotic. We would all be together. So if you sit together and if we think why other is saying that, we have to sit silently. What is the reason? If you think we can be together, that means because of all the wrong activities, wrong decisions, so far we have taken, we caused for so much destruction in the world, not only for ourselves, but also for the world. Because of the wars, total destruction was taking place. So much property, money is wasted. So that's why whatever the activities we are doing, for that we faced so far so many problems. That's why if you think silently and if you sit together, we can understand each other and we can realize what the wrong we did in a sudden strangeness. So here, in a strange manner, if you sit silently, we can think ourselves and we can take proper decision and we can realize what the mistakes we did, and there might be a change in ourselves. That's why Adar is saying that sit silently, keep quiet without doing anything. Now we are going to learn stanza 3. So my dear students, what you have to understand here is Adar wanted to bring peace. Adar wanted to bring change in the society full of destruction here, damage and struggles and problem. He wanted to bring peace, brotherlyhood and compassion, love among people by their activities. Now stanza 3. Fisherman in the cold would not harm whales. Fishermen. Here all the fishermen who are catching fish, they are causing so much destruction for the fish in the water. That means whether they are useful or not, they are catching fish continuously without leaving any fish in the water. That's why total destruction will be taking place. There will be an extinction of whales, means fish in the water. So next generations can't eat fish, they can't see. That's why fishermen in the cold would not harm whales. That means they have to stop catching the fish, so that so many fish will be taking place because of process. And here all the people will have abundant of so much of whales, means fish for them. And the man gathering salt would look at his hand, at his hurt hands. And the man gathering salt. So here by using the sea water, we can make salt. So people without taking rest, continuously they are gathering salt. That's why so many wounds are taking place on the hands. So much here harm is taking place to their hands. They are suffering a lot. So such type of people, without doing the work of gathering salt, they have to take care of their hands. They have to remove the wounds. For that, they have to take medicine, go to doctor, and they have to do something. They have to take rest, and they have to think about their health. In that way, natural property, the property in the nature, means all the fish, birds, and all the things will be in the safe side. So Adar is saying that the fisherman should stop fishing the fish, so that all the fish will develop very much, and so much of fisheries we can get in the world. All the people will have abundance of fish, and the people who are suffering in the process of gathering salt and making wounds on their hands, they have to take care of their health. In that way, Adar is saying that about the happiness. He is saying everything. He is advocating something to us to bring happiness in our life. My dear students, these are the 3 stanzas. Here, Adar wanted to suggest us we have to take care of ourselves. We have to stop doing all the bad activities, the activities which cause for the unhappiness of others. In that way, Adar wanted to bring peace among ourselves. Now, stanza 4 we are going to discuss. Stanza 4. Stanza 4, Adar is saying that Those who prepare green wars. Green wars. Green represents nature. Green wars means what? The wars which cause destruction for the nature. That means by using chemicals and by using all the chemical fertilizers, people are causing so much destruction to the nature. They are cutting the trees indiscriminately without thinking properly. Without thinking properly, they are cutting the trees and trees. That's why here nature is destroyed. Green wars we are causing by cutting the trees. The trees are giving so much benefit to us. They are taking carbon dioxide, preparing food, and they give food to us. Such type of food we are losing by cutting the trees. So we should not cut the trees, and we should not cause for the destruction of the trees by using chemical fertilizers and by cutting trees. Wars with the green gas. So green gas. So poisonous gases we are using in the wars. Wars with the fire. That means what here? We are using guns and grenades, bullets, and causing so much destruction to all the people. In the wars we are using all the grenades, bullets, and here fire we are using. That means we are shooting at others and we cause for the destruction. By the war, no one will get any benefit. This side and that side. Though we get success, there is nothing to enjoy or to get happiness by that. So victory with no survivors. Though other side or this side or that side gets a success, there is no survivors. So that means what? The survivor means the people with the life. All the people passed away because of the war. So one side got victory, they can't enjoy because they got victory by losing all the people, soldiers in their country. Would put on clean clothes. That means what here? Because of the war, all their clothes were stained with the blood. So such type of people stop doing wars and stop fighting with others with the swords or weapons, all those things. And they have to put on means wear. They have to wear clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. That means what? They have to maintain brotherlyhood. They have to treat all the people in the country as their brothers. In the shade, doing nothing. That means by sitting under the trees in the shade, they have to talk in a happy manner like brothers. In that way, they have to bring peace among the people in the society. They should not participate in the wars. Wars cause for destruction. That's why we have to understand what wars cause for the destruction. By the war we can't do anything. By peace only we can live happily. We have to understand. We have to stop doing wars and start thinking together, sitting in the shade of the trees, and start living like brothers. My dear students, these are 4 stanzas we discussed, and once you go through them and you can understand.